Breaking news for Social Security and SSDI recipients. A massive $5,100 double stimulus payment could be hitting your accounts as early as Monday. But here's the shocking part: this comes from Trump's first-week policies that are only now taking effect. Stay tuned, because I'm about to reveal exactly who qualifies and when you'll get paid. Before we dive deep into these life-changing details, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any crucial updates about your benefits and stimulus payments. Give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to learn about this game-changing stimulus check. Let's address the burning question on everyone's mind: how did this stimulus payment come about from Trump's first week in office? Well, it all traces back to an executive order that was signed but remained dormant until specific economic triggers were met. These triggers, including inflation rates and Social Security cost of living adjustments, have finally aligned, leading to this unexpected windfall for millions of Americans. You might be wondering, who exactly qualifies for this $5,100 payment? The answer is more inclusive than previous stimulus payments. If you're currently receiving Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI, SSI, or VA benefits, you're likely eligible. But there's a crucial detail many people don't know about: your 2021 tax filing status could affect your eligibility. Let me explain why this matters and what you need to do to ensure you qualify. One of the most common questions I'm getting is, why is this payment split into two parts? The $5,100 is actually structured as two separate payments to minimize the impact on inflation while maximizing the benefit to recipients. The first payment of $2,600 is scheduled to begin rolling out this Monday, with the second payment of $2,500 following approximately 4 weeks later. But here's something crucial you need to know: the payment schedule isn't the same for everyone. The IRS is using the same distribution method they've used for previous stimulus payments, which means your payment date depends on the last 2 digits of your Social Security number. I'll break down the complete schedule in just a moment, so you'll know exactly when to expect your payment. Many of you have asked, do I need to apply for this payment? The good news is that for most recipients, this will be automatic. However, there are some exceptions. If you've moved recently or changed banks, you'll need to ensure your information is up to date with the Social Security Administration and the IRS. I'll explain the simple process for updating your information to avoid any delays. Here's an interesting detail that many people overlook: this stimulus payment won't affect your other benefits. Unlike some previous government payments, this stimulus won't count as income for benefit calculations. This means you won't see any reduction in your regular Social Security, SSDI, SSI, or other government benefits. This was specifically designed to provide additional support without compromising existing benefits. Let's talk about the payment schedule in detail. If your Social Security number ends in 020, you'll be in the first wave of payments starting this Monday. Numbers ending in 2140 will receive payments beginning Wednesday, and so on. But here's a crucial tip: direct deposit recipients will get their payments about 5-7 days earlier than those receiving paper checks. Some of you might be wondering about the income limits for this stimulus payment. Unlike previous stimulus checks, the income thresholds are different. Single filers can earn up to $85,000 and still receive the full amount, while married couples filing jointly can earn up to $170,000. These higher limits mean more people will qualify for the full payment amount. Let's address another common question: what if I receive multiple benefits? For example, if you receive both Social Security retirement and VA benefits, you'll still only receive one stimulus payment. However, there's a special provision for households where both spouses receive benefits. You might be eligible for an additional bonus amount. Here's something important that many people don't realize: this stimulus payment is tax-free. You won't need to report it as income on your next tax return, and it won't affect your tax bracket or other tax-related calculations. This means the full $5,100 is yours to keep and use as needed. Speaking of using the money, let's discuss some smart ways to maximize this stimulus payment. While it's tempting to spend it all at once, consider creating a balanced plan. Perhaps allocate some for immediate needs, some for paying down debt, and some for building an emergency fund. This strategy can help provide longer-term financial security. One question that keeps coming up is, what if I don't receive my payment when scheduled? Don't panic, there's a process for this. The IRS has set up a special hotline and online portal for tracking and claiming missing payments. I'll share these resources with you and walk you through the steps to take if your payment is delayed. For those wondering about state-level implications, here's important information. Some states are adding their own supplemental payments on top of this federal stimulus. The amounts vary by state, but this could mean even more money for some recipients. Check your state's benefits website for additional details about supplemental payments. Here's a critical update that just came, and there's a special provision for those who've started receiving benefits in 2023. If you began receiving Social Security or SSDI this year, you might need to take additional steps to ensure you receive your payment. Don't worry, I'll explain exactly what you need to do and which forms you need to fill out. Many viewers have asked about the difference between this stimulus and previous payments. This one is unique because it's specifically targeted at Social Security and SSDI recipients with higher payment amounts and different qualification criteria. This focused approach means more substantial help for those who need it most. Let's talk about timing expectations. While the initial payments start Monday, the full rollout could take up to 6 weeks. However, there's a way to potentially speed up your payment. I'll share some proven strategies that could help you receive your payment sooner rather than later. For those concerned about scams, and you should be, let me emphasize something important. The IRS and Social Security Administration will never call, email, or text you asking for personal information about this stimulus payment. If anyone contacts you claiming to need information to process your payment, it's a scam. I'll share some tips on how to protect yourself from stimulus-related fraud. Here's something interesting about the long-term impact of this stimulus. Economists predict it could lead to additional support payments in the future. The success or failure of this program could set the precedent for future benefit adjustments and stimulus payments. This makes it even more important to understand how these payments work. For those who receive their benefits through representative payees, there are special considerations. The payment process might be slightly different, and there might be additional steps needed to ensure the funds are properly distributed. I'll explain the specific requirements and what representative payees need to know. Let's address a question about Direct Express card recipients. Yes, if you receive your regular benefits on a Direct Express card, your stimulus payment will be deposited there as well. However, there are some important things to know about withdrawal limits and how to best access these funds. Many of you have asked about the possibility of garnishment. Unlike some previous stimulus payments, this one has stronger protections against garnishment for certain types of debt. However, there are some exceptions. I'll explain exactly what types of debt can and cannot affect your stimulus payment. Remember, this is just the beginning of what could be multiple rounds of support for Social Security and SSDI recipients. Make sure you're prepared by keeping your information up to date and staying informed about any changes or updates to the program. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated on the latest news about your benefits and future stimulus payments. And if you found this information helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might benefit from this information. Drop a comment below with any questions you have. I'm here to help you navigate these important changes to your benefits. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with more updates on your benefits and stimulus payments.